Good morning, it's Johnny Eveready again, and I'm at beautiful Lake Osborne here in beautiful Lake Worth, a couple miles from where I live. Today's episode is my fourth episode, and it's my third step. So let's recap where you're at. This episode is where the magic happens. It's where you see daily manifestations that just encourage you to keep moving forward. It propels you forward. It doesn't just... Life can be fun. Life can be easy. I don't care where you're at. All you have to do is follow. You follow my 3 steps, the first 3 steps. That's all you have to do, is follow the first 3 steps. I have a 4th step, but if you just follow these 3 steps, and they're all free, it didn't cost you anything. Nothing. It cost you nothing. Just follow my 3 steps. So let's recap. First step is to figure the 3 things you treasure most in life. Make a list of 10 to 25 things that you want to create in your life, your goal and objective. Figure out the top 3 of that list and post them near your bed so you can read them in the morning and when you go to bed at night. And also, you can have post-it notes. I've got a post-it note on my computer monitor at work where I have my top 3. And then ask other people what are their top 3 things they treasure in their life. Then the second step is fuel. The fuel that you'll require to propel. Whatever you notice determines the direction of your life. So if you go to step 2, which is simply set a timer 5 minutes at night. You don't have to set a timer, but I do think you should give yourself 5 minutes, where you simply, for that day, before you go to bed, you write down everything that you liked that day and everything that you did right that day. Retraining what you notice determines the direction of your life. And then there's also my easy dream interpretation method, where you have a pen and paper by your bed, and whenever you wake up, you just simply ask. It's the easiest dream interpretation method. That alone is worth the price you've paid in time watching my videos, where you simply write, when you wake up from a dream, you write, is there anything in my life I want less of from this dream? Or is there anything in my dream that I want more of in my life? Again, easiest dream interpretation. So now let's get to step 3. Step 3 again is where the magic happens. Right now you're spending 6 seconds a day on step 1, 5 minutes on step 2, and a couple minutes on your dream interpretation. So I said, or in my previous video, that I had a dream about poverty, so I wanted less poverty in my life. I had a dream, there was poverty in it. When I asked my dream interpretation, is there anything in my dream I want less of in my life? Well, poverty is one of them. So maybe you've got the same issue. So, and I'm not a poor man. I'm walking in beauty, her beauty, Gaia's beauty, and Father Thelate's sky. It's just, it's the way I interpret things. I'm not a poor man, but I still want less poverty in my life. So my intentions are built upon a foundation that every morning for about 5 minutes. So I'm adding another 5 minutes to your life, but together, remember, we're only talking 12 minutes and 6 seconds a day. 5 minutes at night, 5 minutes in the morning, 3 seconds at night, 3 seconds in the morning, and when you interpret a dream, so maybe 12 minutes. So my intention has 3 elements to it. The first element is the word intention. In my intentions, I use the word intention. The word intention is very powerful because when you intend something, you put a vision in your head. So, without the vision, the people perish. So the word intention is in my daily intentions. Okay, I'm going to have an intention here for less poverty in my life. Why? Because my dream brought it to my attention. And sometimes your dreaming state is more aware of what you require in your life than your ordinary waking consciousness. So I'm using this dream. Now, I don't limit it to just the dreams. I also put intentions that I come up with in my ordinary consciousness. So the word intention is used. It creates a vision. The second element of my intentions is time. So I'll give you the first part. Today I intend. That's the first part of my step 3, my morning intentions. Step 3 is your morning intentions. And also we can use them in the evening for your dreaming state. But right now we're talking about step 3, which is morning intentions. So I intend. Today I intend. So I put the word today in there. So not only do I have this vision, I intend for it to manifest today, not tomorrow, not next week, but today. So today I intend. The next element is receiving. I use the word receive. Today I intend to receive. I used to be an access consciousness facilitator. It's easier to think than to say. In my 40s, and it was all about, and access is great work. I highly recommend it. It's all about receiving. We're trained not to receive. It's considered selfish. But the thing is, if you remember from my earlier video, everything you have is available to. Everything you say you require, that you need, that you want, that you desire, is available to you. It's just a matter of receiving it. The universe is abundant because everything's energy, and that energy is abundant. So I will go back to my morning intention, and it's worded specifically for a specific reason. Today, I intend to receive, and we're going to get to less poverty, right? That was my dream. But we're not quite there yet. There's one more element. It's the element of the 1%. If you compound 1% daily, in a year, you'll have a tenfold return. Now you're thinking, what does this have to do with my intentions for the day? There's a verse in the Bible that says, do not despise small beginnings. All right, I have this intention, I want less poverty. How much less poverty do I want? 100%, right? I want all of it. I want it now, and I want it today. It doesn't seem to work that way. And so you're setting yourself up for disappointment, for failure, if you go for the whole enchilada. I've been doing self-help work since my early 20s, maybe even earlier. And it doesn't appear to work that way. Miracles do happen, yes, and they will happen more and more frequently, I do believe, as time goes on. But if you want to get excited, enthusiastic, it's going to be when you see daily manifestations. Daily manifestations. So there's one more element, and it's the kicker. So I'll go back to the 1% rule. There was a bicycle team in England that hired a coach, and he knew the 1% rule. He knew that increases in performance of tiny increments of 1% over time compound within a year to tenfold. For example, if you have $1,000 and it compounds 1% daily, you'll have $10,000 at the end of the year. It's the magnificence of compound of very small improvements. So well, back to the bicycle team. The bicycle team was in Europe, and they would hire this coach, and this coach comes in and he tells them to improve things 1%. For example, they took bicycle racing tires. It's a bicycle racing team, and they got bicycle tires that were just a little bit lighter, 1% lighter. I don't know if you've held 2 bicycle tires ever, but you're probably not going to notice 1%. And it's kind of hard to imagine that would really make a difference on performance. Now, this team had only won 1 medal in its 100-year history. It's a bicycle team in England. They've been there a long time. And they wanted, like all bicycle teams, to win the Tour de France, the big bicycling race. That's what they want, and that's what bicyclists want. So he comes in and he says, what can we do? What 1% incremental improvement can we have in our bicycle team each and every day that he coached them? And he said, if we just do this 1%, he said, in 5 years, we will win some medals. A team that had only won 1 medal in 100-year history was going to start winning medals. And of course, 5 years was like, wow, you go from a team that wins nothing to lots of medals. So what happens? They make a tire a little bit lighter. Next, they found out that their bicycle racing shirts, the indoor ones, are more aerodynamic than their outdoor bicycle racing shirts. They just have to be 1% more aerodynamic. So they were the only team that was outside racing bicycles with their indoor shirts. They made their helmets more aerodynamic, but it doesn't stop there. They just didn't improve. That's obvious. A bicycle coach would look for 1% improvements, and those things are directly related to bicycle racing. But they also improved the bicyclists' sleeping by buying the best pillows for sleeping. Just a little improvement that if they reasoned, which I think is rational, that if their bicyclists got better rest at night, they would perform better, so they got a better pillow. They also had problems where occasionally a bicyclist would be sick, especially for their team racing. So they taught them how to wash. These are dorm, college-age guys mostly, and they taught them to wash their hands, maybe for the first time in their life. So they started washing their hands, so they had less sickness, which would improve overall performance. So my point in my intentions here is 1% improvement is extremely, extremely powerful, compounded over time. Do not despise small beginnings. It's one of those Bible verses that I wholeheartedly agree with. There's some I don't, but that one I do. And so what I want you to remember that this is Johnny Eveready's step 3. And I don't want you claiming you know my method if you don't word your morning intentions. So remember, I wanted less poverty. So here it goes. I'm going to give you my full wording. Today, I intend to receive 1% less poverty. Woo, I got goosebumps on that. Today, I intend to receive 1% less poverty. Today, it's not just things that come from my dreams, from my ordinary consciousness. Today, I intend to receive 1% more freedom. More freedom. Today, I intend to receive 1% more truth. Think you know it all? No, got news for you, you don't. But today I intend to receive 1% more truth. Today I intend to receive 1% more beauty. Remember, that goes back to my dream. The dream had poverty and it was ugly. It was, ugly, dilapidated housing, double wide trailers on concrete blocks, that sort of thing. So today I intend to receive 1% more beauty. Today I intend to receive 1% more innocence. Might consider that one. If you're innocent today. Today I intend to receive 1% more innocence. Today I intend to receive 1% more pleasure. How would that be? How about less pain and more pleasure in your life? How would that be? What would that be like? Today I intend to receive 1% more learning. Today I intend to receive 1% more learning. That's what you're doing right now. Believe me, you got more than your 1% today with me. I promise you that. Today I intend to receive 1% more learning. Today I intend to receive 1% more sharing, which of course I'm doing here. I'm sharing with you. Wow. You have no idea what I'm sharing with you until you implement. Today I intend to receive 1% more sharing. Today I intend to receive 1% more power. Would you like more power in your life? Today I intend to receive 1%. Today I intend to receive 1% more mystery. How about magic? Today I intend to receive 1% more magic. I'll give you one I did one time. Today I intended to receive, I had one morning where it wasn't from a dream, I just came up with it in my ordinary consciousness. Today I intend to receive 1% more unexpected, pleasant surprises. So I'm walking home from work. Good morning. And there's a crow. There's a crow. And I live in a city. There's a crow on a side street, and I noticed as I was taking my shortcut that the crow wasn't moving. The crow's just sitting there, and so this crow's sitting there, and I'm going, it must be sick, it's not moving. As I moved closer, I got up right to it, like 1 foot away to this crow, and I took a picture of it, of course, and I figured the crow is dying, he's just sitting there, and I could tell I could have pat him, but I was a little afraid to pat him, I was afraid to pat him, he might be sick or something, so I didn't want to touch a crow. It's sick, at least I thought he was sick. And then I could tell I could have fed him. I didn't have anything to feed him, but he would have eaten. And I was just talking to the crow. I said, it's a long life you probably had in your last moments. So we just had a conversation. I told him about, I got a 410 shotgun when I was a teenager, and the first thing I killed was a crow, and I felt really bad about it. And, So I'm done talking to the crow. I have to get back to work, and so I'm going back to work, and then the crow starts to cross the street. I'm looking at it cross, and he's walking across the street, and he's a crow. He's supposed to fly, but he's walking. And then a car's coming. The car's coming really fast, and I said, "There's no way that car is going to miss that crow." So I'm like thinking. That's probably a good way to go, if you can't fly, a cat's going to get him. Lake Worth is full of cats, feral cats, and so, probably getting ran over by a car is a good way. So I look at it, expecting it to end its life quickly, and it just flew away. There was nothing wrong with the crow. He was flying, he just... I have given you something so powerful. Today, I intend to receive 1% more or less, whatever it is. Less anxiety, less fear, less poverty. We're back to that one. That's step 3. It takes 5 minutes. I set my timer 5 minutes and write my intentions for the day. And you will see them manifest in these 1% moments.